Here are 5 lessons I learned about writing success by driving race cars. Number 1, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. In racing, they sometimes call this to finish first, first you must finish. Race cars are dangerous. When you first climb into one, you need to go slow, way slower than you want to. You think to yourself, I'm in a fucking race car. I want to open the throttle. I want to hear the engine scream. That's a good way to crash out and ruin your day. Instead, you stay comfortably within your limits. You take the corners slowly. You brake before you think you need to. Then in a race, you think, I can pass this guy. I'm going to go for it right now. Here I go. Wrong answer, dork. If you're so much faster than him, wait. Stay behind him. Put him under pressure. He will see you dancing in his mirrors and he will miss his next breaking point. He'll go spinning off into the gravel while you cruised on the road. That's an easy position that you didn't really have to do much to get. You didn't even have to risk anything. Similarly, you might think, I'm a fucking writer. Why am I not making millions of dollars yet? Why does this guy have 800 million followers and I only have 3? Because that other guy qualified on pole position and is about to lap you, you're getting blue flagged. But look, don't worry about him. Focus on your own race. Maybe worry about the guy who has 10 more followers than you. Outright him. Don't go for the overtake yet, just dance in his mirrors. He cannot keep up the pace forever. He's sliding all over the track. His articles are filled with errors and boring garbage. He's not even engaging with his readers. Number 2, Zeal. I don't know what it was like to race in the 1970s, but today it's an all-consuming activity. As I record this, the current 4-time world champion of Formula One is Max Verstappen. Maybe this will be different in the future. Maybe it'll be Oscar or Lando. I hope it's not Lando. If it's Lando Norris, I will eat 7,000 pounds of dirt every minute for the rest of my life. Anyway, what do you think Max is doing right now? At this very moment, right now. Whenever you're listening to this, it doesn't matter. There's an 80% chance that he's in his racing simulator right now. He lives and breathes racing. None of his teammates have that same hunger for racing. This isn't really a criticism of those guys. Everybody has different priorities in life, but Max doesn't have other priorities. His entire focus is racing. He has a family, sure, but apart from family, he's always racing. He doesn't go to the Met Gala. The drivers who win races in 2025 are the guys who dedicate more time than everybody else. They know the track better than you do. They know their car better than you do. They drive more laps than you, virtually and in real life. Can you give that much of yourself to racing? I can't. Can you give that much of yourself to writing? Look, this doesn't mean you can't have other hobbies and interests, but it does mean that you should consider going a little bit harder than you've been going. Number 3, focus. If you lose concentration during a race, you could easily die and take other people with you. You're trapped in a metal box filled with flammable liquid, and if you don't want to burn to death, you need to focus. Writing is not as high stakes. You're not going to burst into flames if you get distracted, but the more of that mindset that you can bring to your work, the better. Writing is hard. Getting paid to write is harder. Getting paid well to write is like winning a race. You have to give it everything inside of you. The race car demands your total focus, and so does your writing career. It's a jealous lover who needs your attention, otherwise she'll leave. When the race is over, you can come back down to reality, chill out, but not until the race is over. You can spend some time relaxing, you can watch TV, recharge your batteries, and then start practicing for the next race, because your opponent is already back in his racing simulator and he's winning virtual races. Number 4, mislead your audience because you're an evil bastard. If you've gotten this far, I'm going to make a tiny confession. I've never driven a real race car. But I've done a lot of sim racing, and it has improved my actual road driving by a huge margin. The reason modern race car drivers spend so much time in simulators is because of how accurately they simulate the driving experience. At times, the freeway honestly feels like slow motion. Other drivers can pull these insane random maneuvers and cut me off with no blinker, just doing crazy garbage. But because I have spent so much more time driving virtual race cars in much more challenging situations, it's nothing. Hit the brakes a little. Don't worry about it. For the other driver, this is his chance to prove something. But if we get into an actual race on an actual racetrack, he will crash on turn 1. Riding practice is not as intense as race car practice. I mean, it can be pretty intense, but it's not life or death. When you have thousands of hours of riding practice behind you, each session can be a little more chill. You've already gone through dozens of moments when electricity is bursting through your body and you're riding things better than you could possibly come up with consciously. So this next riding session doesn't need to be so over the top. I mean, frankly, if every riding scenario was just you exploding with electricity, like, would you really want to keep riding? Just get your words out, use muscle memory to type pretty dang fast. And if the scenario escalates, cool. You have the skills to deal with it. Number 5, comfort is the enemy. A race car is a violent environment. It's hot, it's physically demanding. It's a tiny war between your body and the forces of gravity. The G-forces want to pull you out of the car and send you into the wall. You have to get comfortable with discomfort. Racing is warfare. Writing is the same. You're slumped over a keyboard for hours, your hands fly across the keys, your back hurts, your eyes get blurry. A lot of writers want to write happy poems about silly butterflies tickling their noses. But that's not the kind of mindset that produces great art, in my opinion. And this is my channel, so I can say whatever I want. Lean into the discomfort, the madness, the grind. Lean into the warfare aspect of writing rather than the happy passive income writer in pajamas model that the world wants you to follow. Don't wear pajamas. Wear fireproof Nomex and a $200 bajillion crash helmet. That's the end. Thank you for sticking around this long. There are free resources down in the description, and if this video was helpful for you, please subscribe and like and give me the internet points that I need to get the algorithm juice to push my channel up further. Thank you. See you next time.